There we go. Hello everybody, saigancat here, and this is Equestria's Rest. It is cleaning day. Perry's been working upstairs. We were both working upstairs until a little while ago. Thought this might be a good opportunity to show you guys the game room, as you've really only seen corners of it. It's in disarray right now because we are doing a belated spring cleaning in summer. How is everybody doing? Yeah, I'm slowly working on what I'm sure is going to be a box of doom that is nothing but cables. That's what I'm currently doing right now, is I'm pulling out all the cables, and I need to find shelving space for all these different game systems we have with us. My telegames, Atari 2600, the OG Xbox, an NES, it's Asian Brother, the Famicom from Japan, a Neo Geo X, which isn't near as bad as people have made it out to be. I'm going to move this out of the way. Got my TurboGrafx 16, a Genesis with a Sega CD. It is the Model 2 Genesis. I don't know if it's the good one or the bad one. I haven't checked yet. For those curious about what I'm saying, there were actually a couple of different chips that went into different models of Genesis, and it greatly affects the quality on them. I don't recall the details. My PS2, PS2 Slim, GameCube, Gold Nintendo 64, Sega Master System, and an OG Xbox 360. That is Xbox 360 number 4. Went through 3 Red Rings of Death previously. Here is the MAME cabinet I've been working on, and it's all but done. I need to get some poster board and cut it appropriately to cover up the wood in the back, but it works. Those buttons are all set up and everything. The only thing is that buttons 3 and 6 on both sides don't actually work. Somewhere along the lines, the cords got snagged somewhere, and they just are not working anymore. The remains of the Dragon Quest 8 Let's Play. Well, not recently. It was about 2 months ago I ordered a copy of Harvest Moon Game Boy, and it took like 2 months to get here. The seller was in it was somewhere on the East Coast. And then the damn thing wound up being, see if I can focus on it. Doesn't want to focus. Well, if you were able to see it well, you'd be able to see that it's very much a cheap, pirated copy of the game. And they agreed to a refund and then never sent me any of the information to send them the game back. So I had to get in touch with eBay. eBay stepped in. Atari games. Dreamcast hanging out. eBay stepped in, refunded the money, and only after that did they hit me back up, and they're like, hey, can you send that back? It's like, no. Hell no. ColecoVision Flashback. I don't actually own a real ColecoVision. I do like the Flashback console, though. I didn't get it at 40 bucks either. It was half off when I bought it, so $20 for a ColecoVision that has 60 built-in games, and it works pretty well. I know a lot of people are not fans of the Flashback systems, but for the price and for what they are, I think they're pretty darn cool. Got all the Atari games, Sega Dreamcast, 4 controllers. Got Earthbound 0 and Earthbound. This is a reproduction cart of Mother. This is the actual, let's see if I can open it one-handed. the actual original SNES Earthbound. I've got a bunch of Super Nintendo games here, some Super Famicom games. I have the first 3 Dragon Ball Super Butoden games. Oh, what else? Got an FC Twin. This is one of the older clone consoles. Plays Nintendo and Super Nintendo games. Here's my Japanese Wii. Nintendo games. A special edition of King of Fighters Orochi Saga from Japan. Got... Oof. This is the GameCube keyboard controller that was released in Japan for Phantasy Star Online. It does indeed work with the American version of the game, and let me tell you, it was a godsend. They also made adapters, though. Microphone that I never really used. And here are 1, 2, 3 Game Boy Advance SPs that I've gotten working again. They had dead batteries. Fortunately, Game Boy Advance SP batteries are incredibly cheap. And I've got those working again. The goal is to find a 4th cheap one. I already have a battery prepared for it because I'm expecting it to be dead. And once we have all 4 of those, let's go over to the GameCube side. Boom. Zelda 4 Swords right there. And also Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. So if I can get a hold of a 4th one, then I will get the Dragon Quest IX band back together, and we will do some more co-op games. There's my Injustice Gods Among Us Battle Edition. Ha! It's the Ouya. What a flop. What a flop. I don't think it was a bad idea. I think it was just poorly executed. Got Death Smiles for the 360. But here's the shelves. Sorry about the poor lighting. Haven't really done anything about it yet. Got some amiibos wrapped in there as well. Got from the top DS, 3DS, GameCube, Wii, Wii U, original Xbox. Xbox 360, you definitely can't see that. There's the Steel Battalion foot pedals. PlayStation 2, PS3, more PS2, the Mega Man X GameCube controller, Anakemia, which I'll be doing a Let's Play of very soon. There's the Diablo 2 bust that came with Diablo 3, the Soul Stone. Let me pull this out somewhere where you can see it. He's got a soul stone stuck in the top of him, and it's actually, oops, it's a USB with a full copy of Diablo 2 and the expansion on it, Lord of Destruction I think it was, on there for playing wherever you may be. Also there's Eternal Sonata that just came in the mail the other day. We'll be starting up on that one soon since we finished FF7. More PS2 games. Bunch of Halo novels. Fall of Reach was excellent. The Flood was terrible. First Strike was excellent. There's more Halo stuff. Got Cortana. The nice edition of Halo 4. Not the super great Halsey edition, but still pretty good. Bunch of 360 games. 5 Xbox One games. Doesn't get a lot of play in the house, except, of course, for Diablo 3. Which is fantastic on console. I actually prefer it on console because 4-player couch co-op. We don't see that enough anymore. Special edition of Catherine, some more Halo stuff, PS4 games, including the Burn to Fight Premium Edition of King of Fighters 14. Got my UNSC hat there. Bunch of PlayStation games, PSP. Mix of Dreamcast, Saturn, couple of TurboGrafx games. Got Devil's Crush and Bonk's Adventure in there. More Saturn, some Sega CD, Genesis games, and Genesis and some Master System games. This right here is probably what most people are wondering where everything goes. Here's the Dragon Quest area with the Dragon Quest Heroes Tapestry, I guess we'd call it, wall scroll that came with the game. Got my slime hat. I have one of the slime plushies. It resides on the controller stand for the old Hori PS2 slime controller. That thing unfortunately fell apart. Whatever materials they used for the blue slime controller were just awful, and it got really gross and uncleanable after about 10 years. Here's the full LBRY diorama. Here we have my pig hat. You guys all probably recognize him from my Twitter. There's the slime plushie that came with Dragon Quest Heroes 1. Ugh. Here's all of the heroes, 1 through 6. And then Angelo, because he's the only one from 8 that I've found at a reasonable price. A couple of the Monster Museum guys. Everything's been kind of knocked around because I've been cleaning down here. We got all of the NES games. We got the Super Famicom games in there. PlayStation 2 games, including Dragon Quest V, and this one is Torneko 3. I don't have the Yangus Mystery Dungeon game yet. This is, of course, the Wii Anniversary Edition. Here we have Dragon Quest X, Dragon Quest X version 2. This one is Battle Road Victory Swords, which I will definitely be doing a Let's Play of in the future. I don't know when in the future, because we have a busy schedule, but if things keep going the way they're going, I could definitely be full-time and not have to quit doing the full-time stuff at the end of October. Let's see, here we have, this is Builders, American Builders, Heroes 1, Heroes 2, American Heroes 2, Dragon Warrior 7, Dragon Warrior 7 Japan. Got the GBA imports, Slime Mori Mori and Caravan Heart. My original DS. This is actually a launch day DS that I got a nice skin for. It's nice. I really like that skin. The poor screen on that DS got destroyed by Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, it was. I have a Dragon Quest pen that looks like Roto's sword. I got that a long time ago. A couple of games in here. Terry's Wonderland. American Terry's Wonderland. DQ 1 and 2. Garen's been playing that lately. He's still on DQ 2. He's getting kind of frustrated with it. And no one blames him. Dragon Quest 3. Dragon Quest Monsters 2. This is Tara's adventure. I don't have Kobe, surprisingly. Here's the Dragon Quest X USB controller from Japan. DQ5 pencil board back in there. DQ3 Japan, Dragon Quest Monsters 1 and 2, Dragon Quest 4, Torneko the Last Hope, DQ4 Chapters of the Chosen, DQ5 Hand of the Heavenly Bride, DQ6 Realms of Revelation, 2 copies of 9. One was my original copy, and then the other one is the one from the Let's Play. Joker, Joker 2, Rocket Slime. I loved this game. It's so good. If you passed on it, buy it. Buy it now. So great. Probably my favorite of the spin-offs. Japanese 7, American 7, American 8 on 3DS. Got a bunch of the guides, including, there's an art book, just a bunch of guides. Some soundtracks in there, which I have been uploading on my channel. You should be able to find those. So yeah, that's it. You guys hit the $100 tier on Patreon, so I did owe you this week's Quester's Rest. I'm feeling much more positive about the job loss right now. There's a lot of stuff that's available in Colorado Springs, even if full-time does fall through. I don't think it will. A lot of people are very positive about this right now, and it's kind of it's affecting me too. So I think we can do it. If I keep getting Twitch subscribers, then I'll be able to probably adjust the Patreon goals down so that we can hit that bare minimum amount required for me to live on this job before the end of October. But if things just stagnate and hit a complete standstill and don't increase, then I might have to pull the plug earlier. The first major milestone goal is the end of August, $500. And if that happens, Earthbound Marathon. Which I would love a good excuse to do. So, thank you so much for watching. Sorry about shaky cam. Recording this on my phone. So, this was a Quester's Rest. I'm your host, Saigan, and I will see you all next time. Take care.
Like all the videos on Saigan Cat's channel are made possible by fans like you. Totally.